Hey guys, if you watched my last vid, you would have seen that I got a Japanese PS2 and I've gone a bit gaga over the PSX and PS2 shooters. Just researching, finding about them. I grabbed a few and I had a few in the pipeline that have just arrived. Haven't even had a chance to play any of them bar one, and I'm really keen to share them with you, just both in the fact that I'm really happy with what I got because they're quite obscure. Quite hard to find, got them for a good price, plus you may not have heard of these games because I hadn't until I'd really researched into the PS1. Three of them are PSX exclusives. One of them is on the PSX here but also available on the Saturn, and one's a Euro shmup. Quite a rare breed, you know, a shmup developed by European developers, and it's a European exclusive. So first off, I'll show you a game that has a strange name for a shmup, I thought, and when I looked into it I was blown away because it was developed by Takumi. Now, gasp, I haven't played any Takumi shmups, but of course they're a legendary developer in the genre for doing the Gigawing games and Mars Matrix and others. This game was slated to come out on the PS2, but ended up coming on the PS1 in Japan only. And from what I've read, it's a sort of a mixture of Gigawing and Mars Matrix, which has to be a good thing. I saw about 30 seconds of game footage and thought, oh, yeah, I've got to get that. It looks great. It's a vertical shmup. It's Night Raid. Quite hard to find, and I could not believe my luck when I found it complete with the spine card, not a mark on the disc. It's in brand new condition. I'll put footage below of all these games, guys, so you can check out gameplay, but I'm really looking forward to getting stuck into this and have my first Takumi shmup there. It's awesome. Next, I did have a bit of a chance to play it, threw it in as soon as it came in. Such a huge fan of the series, and I never played this game. I've played the others in the series, the later ones. It's Raiden DX. It's complete again with spine card and same as new condition. Just really happy. I love the purple weapon in this, the new addition from the original Raiden. Looks cool, especially powered up. Looks great on the CRT TV, of course, this game, and I really like how the attention to detail with the options you get here. Of course you get Tate and arcade Tate, but also lots of other tweaking you can do. Of course you've got co-op, really fun, and it's Raiden, you know, it's an absolute classic, and this does everything right. No slowdown, really challenging as always, and you know, that music, as soon as you hear it, you know, it's unmistakable. It's Raiden DX, recommend it. And the third exclusive is one that's a lot cheaper than the previous two to get, and it's Philosoma. Now, this isn't a classic shmup in this respect that apparently it's a hybrid sort of mishmash of all different types of shmup styles. It's got horizontal stages, got vertical, it's also got sort of cockpit view, I guess simulator styles, and also the ship in front of you view, sort of like Star Wing or Star Fox styles. You know, a lot of shmup purists probably wouldn't like that so much. It's not my sort of thing, but the horizontal and vertical stages do look cool, and apparently, you know, the whole merging together of everything, all these ideas, actually works quite well from what I've read in reviews. And again, you can pick this up cheap. I did. Great price, and it comes with a really nice manual. It really stood out to me, this. Really nice thick paper, glossy, with heaps of artwork. It's a bit awkward. Heaps of artwork, lots of pages, really nice. It's pretty cool. It came with stickers here, stickers of the ship and enemies by the look, so that's quite unique. Yeah, so I'm really curious to see what this is like, merging everything together. Once again, I'll put gameplay below, guys, so you can see for yourselves what I'm rambling on about. And the next one, you know, I'm super excited about this. It's also available on the Saturn, but it's very expensive. It's sort of $120 to $150, and there's not many of them around. And I couldn't find any PSX versions initially, but one came up a couple of days after I was really looking into it, and I snapped it up. I saw Future Matt 5's review on the Saturn games. It's awesome. It's 2 games at once, so it's too good. It's bang for your buck, and it's by a legendary developer, Irene. And it's Arcade Gears, Image Fight, and X Multiply. Image Fight, I've never played. You know, really classic side scroll. Apparently ported to many systems, including the PC Engine and the NES. And X Multiply looks great. It's that sort of, you know, that Irene stamped all over it. You know, it's sort of cyber, sort of organic stages going on, and just looks rock solid. You know, 2 games in here by Irene. Never played them before, and you know, this came just minty again with spine card. I couldn't even find this. You know, they're quite rare. Like, I couldn't find any footage of the PSX version online on YouTube, and I couldn't find for comparisons to see how it did stack up against the Saturn. Maybe the PSX version's even harder to get than the Saturn. I'm not sure. So if you know, let me know. But you know, that's such a good score. And lastly, my favourite place to go for all things shmup is easily Edward's 1cc log. He's got a YouTube channel as well, it's Collision BR, but his log is where it's at for shmup reviews. It's just cram full of shmup goodness, and the passion just comes through fully. And every game that his reviews been written on, he's clocked with 1 credit, which I just find totally amazing. You know, walks the talk. Now, I'll put a link below. Of course, I've mentioned his channel before, but recently he reviewed this, just one of his latest conquests, Retro Force. Now, this is quite unique in the fact it's a Euro shmup, one of the very few games that's developed by European developers, mostly Japanese, of course. And wee bit different, this game, in that it's a vertical shooter, sort of 3D polygon sprites, but it's apparently you use the left and right trigger to do some diving in some sections and stuff. So the gameplay is not so classic in that respect, and it's not an outstanding game by from what I've read, but it's got terrible loading screens apparently, and loading times, and a few other things. But it sounds quite unique, and you know, I just looked up at a local trading site, picked this up in New Zealand, and got it really cheap. It's one of those games that you can probably get for a pittance. So if you're into all things shmup, I guess checking out Retro Force is worth a go. After reading Edward's blog entry, had me sold. I think I got that for $8. So yeah, really looking forward to that too. It looks really unique. Again, I'll put footage below, guys. If you haven't heard of these shooters, I recommend checking them out. And yeah, I've just, you know, got a lot to look forward to here, playing all these. And I think tonight, Night Raid's going in. So catch up soon, guys.